Today we're going to do some barbecue bologna burn-ins. We're gonna do it on the Traeger Ironwood 885. Simple to do. All you need is your bologna. I got 2 sticks. And make sure your pellet hopper is full. I'm running some hickory pellets. I'm using my ThermoPro signals to probe. Even though the Traeger does have one, I can put up to 4 in this one, and I just prefer it. So first things first, we got it running and warm. Never put your meat on a cold grill. So we're gonna cook at 225 today, and I do have it on super smoke. I'll talk about what that is later. But for now, let's put them on. Also, you might see a lot of people when they do barbecue bologna, they are cut and season on the outside. I do it sometimes. I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm gonna show you another way that you can do that because we are doing burn-ins. I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna set the temp to the alarm to go off on the temp at about 145 degrees, and then we'll finish them off. Okay, let's talk about pellet grills. From what I've learned about pellet grills, most people, it's either you hate them or you love them. I have one, so I have no complaints about mine. I love it. I have a Traeger Ironwood 885. It has the Wi-Fi technology and capabilities, so I can actually run my pellet grill from my phone, from the app on the phone, and it's just, most people that hate pellet grills or don't like them, they, oh, it's cheating, it's not real cooking, you have to plug it in. It's convenience and technology. I love mine, and I cook on it weekly. Like when I'm doing my meal preps, I grill my chicken on it. I have cast iron loaves. I make meatloafs on it. I do macaroni. I have a pizza stone. I do pizzas on it. I mean, you can do all this stuff on a regular grill too, but it's just so convenient to just come out, plug it in, start it up. Make sure your hopper is full of pellets, you know. So another thing that you will probably hear about a pellet grill is that it doesn't put enough smoke to your meat that you're cooking. That's subjective. That's very subjective. And it's not that it doesn't put enough smoke to your meat, because, I mean, it's called a wood fire grill. Your primary source of fuel are pellets, which they're wood. So you're using wood for fuel, and it's smoking. The thing is with a pellet grill is they designed them too good, and it burns so efficient and so clean. It burns a very, very clean smoke. You will get the hint of smoke, but not what you will get off of a stick burner or a charcoal burner when you kind of burn that dirty fire at first before it turns clean. But it's not that it won't give you a smoke flavor. It will. It's just, it's not as pronounced because it burns so clean. But you can remedy that. If it burns too clean for you, buy a smoke tube. This little thing right here, you put your pellets in one end and light them, stick it on the grill. You get a little more dirty smoke and a little more smoke flavor in your food. But that remedies that. The brands, it's a lot of brands. I have a Traeger. You don't have to buy a Traeger. I bought a Traeger because I've been wanting a pellet grill for a very, very long time, and Traeger was the first brand that I was ever familiar with. I believe they started it all, but there's so many brands you can get. You can get a Pit Boss. I think it's called Camplo makes a good one. Oklahoma Joe's even makes one. Char Griller makes one. It's a lot of brands when you pull them up, but you always, whenever you Google pellet grill, you're gonna always see Traeger because I think they originated it. But if you're gonna buy a pellet grill, I just say do your homework. Do your homework, see what fits you. They come in all sizes, all shapes. I would recommend the Wi-Fi technology. All of them don't have them. Like most of the ones that you see at Sam's or Lowe's, they don't have them. I'm not going to say they're low-end pellet grills. They're not your upper echelon models of pellet grills, and they normally don't have the Wi-Fi technology, but maybe they have now. So do your homework. I would recommend you get one with the Wi-Fi technology so you can monitor through your app and run things through your app. You can do everything through the app. You can shut it down on the app. You can't start it up on the app because somebody will burn their house down. But you can shut it down. And it's just easy. It really is a convenience. It's very easy to use. I did it today. It's a little chilly outside. It's March Madness. I wanted to look at some basketball, and I didn't want to be running in and out of the house, checking on the fire, stoking the fire, blah, 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 blah. So I did it on the pellet grill. That's why I bought it. But all in all, I've had mine 2 years. And I have yet to have problems out of it. I only ran out of pellets one time, and I just forgot to fill the hopper before I started, and I was excited, and I just ran out of pellets, and I had to it's like a computer almost. I had to reboot it once, put more pellets in, and kind of let it reboot itself. But other than that, it's been flawless. I haven't had any problems out of it. I haven't had any complaints out of it. It's almost impossible to mess something up on a pellet grill. I mean, you can be retarded and cook on a pellet grill and not burn nothing up. It's that simple. It is truly that simple. But like I said, people, either you like them or you love them. Some people hate them. I love them. It doesn't bother me, but I have every other grill too. I have a stick burner. I have a gravity cooker. I even have a cooker on the trailer. So I can cook on all of them. I learned how to cook on stick burners and with charcoal. And it just got to the point I wanted something easy to cook on. And that's how I started cooking on pellet grills. But other than that, it's nothing much I can say except, again, do your homework if you're interested in buying one. Make sure you get what's good for you. You know what you're going to cook and how you're going to cook on it. Blah, 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 blah. It's, can you cook a whole shoulder on it? Yes. If you get one that's big enough, make sure you get one that'll accommodate you. I would say, even to the point of get one bigger than what you might need, because it's better to have the space and not need it than to need the space and not have it. So if you can't put 3 slabs of ribs on it, 1, 2, 3, without cutting them in half, because I hate to do that. I hate it when you get on a small grill and you got to cut the ribs to cook them. If you can get one that you can at least like 3 slabs of ribs on with no problem, and you should be all right. Now, there is maintenance to a pellet grill, I will tell you that. And you must maintenance it if you don't want to have problems. If you don't maintenance your pellet grill, you are going to have problems. Usually, I don't know on the other ones. I have to check with cousin Tim, because he has a Traeger as well, but his doesn't have the Wi-Fi technology that mine has. They recommend it after every 20 hours that you clean it out and you change your tray liner or whatnot. All it is a drip tray, right? And it's simple, but on my grill, it keeps up with it. After 20 hours, it'll tell you, hey, it's time to clean your Traeger, or it's time to empty your grease pot. It keeps up with it. I haven't figured out about the grease pot yet. If it's weighted or what, it's a sensor over there. I really ain't figured it out, but it knows when it's full. It will tell you. But it will tell you after 20 hours, they recommend that you clean your grill out. Cleaning it is simple. You just take your grates out. You take your old drip tray out and throw it away. Then you take your heat deflector out and you have a shop vac. Turn the shop vac on and vacuum up all the ash that's in the bottom, and that's it. I swear it only takes 5 minutes to clean it out. Put your heat baffle back on, put your drip tray back in, put your racks back in, and you ready to roll. Hit your reset button so your Traeger keep up and know, hey, he's cleaned me. We're gonna restart our 20-hour count. So it's that simple, and that's probably why I've never had problems out of mine. 2 years running, and I use it. I use it heavily. Like I said, every week I use it. And before I bought my gravity smoker, I started cooking briskets on it. I would put a brisket on at like 9 o'clock at night and just go in the house and go to bed. You know, set it and forget it. That's what you're paying for with a pellet grill. Set the temp, push start, go in the house. The only time you're gonna have a problem out of a long cook like that is if you're in a storm and the lights go out, then you're gonna have a problem. But other than that, I love mine. I wouldn't trade it. I would not trade it. It will be a grill that I will always keep. But do your homework, look at the options that you want, and they can get expensive. They can get very expensive. I think right now you can get a smaller one for about $300, and they will get up to, oh my goodness, Traeger has one that's about $4,000. It's huge, and it has a burner on the side like a griddle, and once you start looking, you will see. But they can get expensive. Most people I know, they're right around between 500 and 1,000 range with their pellet grills. It's all about what you want though. So do your homework, figure out what you want. Try not to get one too small, and it's simple. Have fun with it. For those of you who are interested in what I'm smoking, it is a Drew Estates Java Latte. It's all right. I like the Drew Estates. My favorite is the Java Mint. It is wonderful. And the Java Maduro is just beautiful. Those are my favorite. The latte is all right though. And what's in the glass? It is a straight whiskey, a blend of straight whiskey finished in black brandy cask. The name of it is Blackened. If you're a rock fan, or more specific, if you're a metal fan, if you're familiar with the band Metallica, Blackened is by it's James Hetfield's personal line. He's the lead singer of Metallica. So he has his own bourbon, and it's actually, it's done in Tennessee, if you can find it. It's, this is a cask strength edition, so it's a little stronger. It's 59.95% alcohol by volume, which puts it in at a whopping 113.91 proof. and it is actually pretty good. This is what the bottle looks like. If you ever see it, it's called Black, and I don't know, Cousin Tim comes back, or we'll sip some and talk about it, but I like it. You might like it too if you're a bourbon fan or a whiskey fan. If you find some, check it out. I guarantee you'll probably like it too. Okay, now that the bologna has come to the internal temp that we wanted, we've taken it off the grill, let it rest and cool down a little. Next thing we're going to do is slice it and kind of chunk it. You want to kind of do like a thicker slice, because remember, we're making burnt ends. We're not making sandwiches, even though that'll be a big sandwich. So you just want to kind of just cut it up. You don't want them too small. You don't want them extra big, but you don't want them too small either, so. Because there's one more step to this, because it's burnt ends. This isn't burnt. It's got a nice little crust on it, but not for what we want. Okay, remember I didn't put any seasoning on before I put them on the grill. Remember I said some people do, but I was going to do it different since we're doing burnt ends. Now that I've chunked it up, this is where we're going to season it. If you want to, you can use a little Pam just to act as a binder. Use one of your favorite rubs. Mine is the barbecue rub by Killer Hogs. Liberally put it on. And we're gonna go back outside to the Traeger. All right, what we did, we turned the Traeger up from 225 and I went to like 450. I got a cast iron skillet, put it in. This is how we're gonna get our burnt ends. It shouldn't take too long. You can close the top if you want to. You want to mix them around. You can use a spatula. You can use tongs. Tongs will probably work better. You really need both. But we're gonna let these cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. It don't take long. Then we're gonna mix them up and take them off. Next step, favorite barbecue sauce. This one is optional. You can pull them straight out the skillet and eat them like that, or put barbecue sauce. I recommend the barbecue sauce. Right while they're sizzling. Give them another few minutes to marinate in the sauce, and then they'll be done. Okay, so we got everything finished. You can eat them however you want to, but today we decided we were gonna do it like a traditional Memphis sausage and cheese tray. with some cheese, some banana peppers, the burnt ends, and well, the barbecue bologna burnt ends in a little sauce. And you can do it like this, but since we're doing it the traditional Memphis way, we're gonna come back with some more of our favorite rub, our killer hogs, and we're gonna go on top. And of course, that's good. Three in one. That's pretty good. It make a good snack. Again, it's March Madness, NCAA basketball going on. We ready to go to a watch party for the Grizzlies and the Warriors, so we're gonna take them with us. If you try them and you like them, let me know in the comments. Peace.